Alright, what's up everyone? We're back at it again, hitting the local charity shops, trying to find games for the collection or picking up a few bits cheap enough that we can bring up to CEX and trade them in for some stuff that we have on the wish list that we want to add to the collection. We're not wasting any time today, we're going to jump straight into the first one and let's see what we can find.
It's just the same stuff that I left here weeks ago.
Alright, so we found nothing in the first stop there, but we're going to go into the two in Kilberg. Not really too optimistic about finding stuff, but there's a post office in here and we do have a parcel to send off, so we're going to run into the two shops over there and see if we can find them. Nothing in there, I couldn't get up to the DVDs, but there was only about 15 of them anyway. I didn't even need to go off in there, absolutely nothing, so let's keep moving and hit Jack and Jill.
Hey, do you want to put that in the plastic bag and I get it back into that water for you?
Genuinely doesn't think he's on microphone because we know this already from people who have left the house. We don't take his new corners and then realise that he's such a thing. Possibly quite problematic about Simon Cowell, about Donald Trump, about Mariah Carey, about Edward.
What did he say? I remember those people who were listening might have seen. Reminds us of what he said about Get Up and what cause inside and outside the house.
So we had to put him in the list.
Alright, so we'll walk in there saying that we're not finding anything and we just casually come across €30 plus PS4 games for £5, so we grabbed that Spider-Man. Don't have it, I've never played it and it's supposed to be really good, so we might give it a shot. We might trade it in, I don't know how much the trading was on it actually, I must give it a quick scan and see. So it sells for £30, it actually trades in for €21, so we'd be very tempted to trade this in, to be honest with you, and get something nice for it, but maybe we'll give it a play first and see if we like it, and if not we can trade it in. And then I just grabbed this Playground on the Wii, know absolutely nothing about it, I've never heard of it, it was €2, I'd say that's probably about what it goes for. But I do like these Wii games with the sort of little mini games on them as well, so we'll have a bit of crack with that, we'll pop it in and have a go of it, but we'll keep moving on. We have a couple more stops to go to, so you never know, we might find a few more games in the next ones.
So unfortunately my audio got a little bit messed up for these next couple of clips, but they're just the two stops in Swords. As you can see in this one here, just the games that we left behind the last time. And then we had a good look on the shelves here, but for the second week in a row, unfortunately, we're not seeing any games in this one. But we're going to jump straight back to the game room now because I'm not happy that that's enough game hunting for this video. So we're going to get back out there, we're going to hit another 7 charity shops before we finish the video. Also, I kind of forgot to bring the trade in to CEX, so we didn't get to do that part of it. But anyway, next time you see me, we're going to be hitting the charity shops of Dublin city centre. So let's go right now. Right, so we're coming up on our first CX now, so we're going to bring our games in, get some trade credit and see if we can find anything here that we have on the wish list that we can pick up for the collection. Alright, so I was a bit busy with that CEX, so I didn't bother bringing any of the trade stuff up. Had a little look around and seen one or two little bits that we might come back for later on, but we're just heading down to our first few charity shops now and see if we can find anything.
Post 1 o'clock with Riot.ie. Step into elegance and comfort with our quality Swiss-made floor mattresses.
Alright, so nothing in those first two. A few bits of DVDs and stuff like that, but I don't think I missed any games mixed in. So we're going to head down to 2 more now, and then we're going to cross over onto the south side and have a look at a few charity shops over there. I could have sworn there was another one along there. That's two now I've gone looking for that I couldn't find, but one was definitely closed down because I recognised the shop front. But yeah, we'll just jump over the south side, and I think there's probably 3 or 4 more that we can hit over here, and then we'll see how we're getting on. We might venture out to a couple more. We'll see how we're doing for time. This is absolutely class. I was talking to the chap in there and he said that every single piece for it is actually in there. They probably take about 900 quid for it, so I don't know, maybe someone out there would be into it. It's Vincent's on Georgia Street if you want to snap it up. It was a bit packed in there, but they only had clothes and you had nothing worth showing, so I think there's a CX down this way, so we'll pop in and see what they have. Alright, so we got €41 in trade credit in there. We spent 38 of it on this card, so didn't find any games on the hunt today, but we're going to head home because we've got some new editing software on the go, so I want to give myself as much time as possible to get this video edited and out for you for Sunday. So let's head back, we'll jump into the game room and have a look at what we just picked up. And just like that, we're back up in the game room. Unfortunately, we didn't find any games hitting the charity shops in town. Wasn't really expecting to find too many, to be honest with you, but I just wanted to get in there and hit a few of the charity shops because I've been planning on doing a bit more of a dynamic Dublin city centre video. I don't know if it's something people are interested in, but I've been thinking for a while about putting together like an ultimate guide to game hunting in Dublin City, where we hit way more charity shops than that, by the way. They were just a few of the sort of really central ones. I'm sure if you kind of dip out a little bit further, you might have better luck and find a few more games. But we're going to cover all the charity shops within a reasonable walking distance, have a look at all the CEXs, and even hit a few actual retro game stores as well. Yeah, so I don't know if you're interested in that sort of a video. It might be good for people that are planning on coming over. Maybe they haven't been to Dublin City for the first time, or you're just not overly familiar with the city. It might kind of help you navigate around the place a bit more when you get here.
But yeah, we'll do it a bit more vloggy style. Maybe we'll look at a few places to go and eat, or places to go and kill a few hours, touristy spots, that sort of stuff. I don't know. Anyway, if you think you'd be interested in that, make sure and let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, we did get to a CEX in the end. We got our trade-in done and we picked up something nice. But very quickly, let's just look at the few bits we picked up in the first part of the video. So yeah, you've already seen the 2 games that we picked up in the first half of the video. This Spider-Man on PS4. We're going to hold on to this one and play it. I think it looks really good. And we probably have a few shots of this playground as well. Doesn't really make any difference. I think we paid €2 for it, and that's what CEX sell for, so it's probably not even trading for €1. But then a really different but really cool type of pickup. We got these 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS. These were €1 each, so we spent €5 all in. These just take me back. I can't remember exactly what tapes I had, but I know I had a good few Turtles tapes back then. I was a massive Turtles fan. And probably had some of these, so we must get an old VHS player and pop them in and just see if any memories come flooding back. This was the only one in the sort of original case. This is from 1990 actually, so this is a proper throwback. The other 4 are kind of in these, I don't know if they were transferred in for like rental cases or something like that. Actually, do you know what, tapes probably have, yeah, they have these kind of video vision stickers and stuff like that, so they probably were put into these for rental cases, but I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, it's not a reprint or anything like that, that's the original sort of cover sleeves that would have been on them. So we must have a look for a few cheap VHSs and maybe transfer the sleeves into those, because I think these would look really nice on the shelf behind me there. So then we popped into CEX, had a good look around that shop. Only when I was actually walking out after I had picked up this one particular game that I wanted, I noticed a big tray of carts. So if you're looking for some N64 and SNES stuff, definitely pop in there and ask to have a look, because it looked like there was at least 50 carts in that tray, so I'd say there's a few decent titles in there. But the game that I picked up, I brought my trade-in stuff. Basically it was the games that we picked up in the last one with a few other bits thrown in off the shelf. I thought I had about €44 worth of trade credit. It was actually only 41 because a few of the games had gone down a bit. But funnily enough, the rugby game that I picked up in the last video that was trading for 16, we actually got 20 quid for it. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that rugby 18, because it's obviously something that people will overlook on the shelves in charity shops, and we picked it up for €1 and we got 20 quid in trade credit for it, so more than half paid for this game that we picked up here. But basically I just picked up one game for this one. It was €38. It was a SNES game, and the game that we picked up was Super Bomberman. Now, I don't think I owned this back in the day. I think it was one that I used to do like a little swap with one of my mates at the weekend. They'd take a game off me and I'd take that, and I used to play it. One that I always wanted to have but never got around to buying it. So finally, probably nearly 30 years later, we finally get to add it to our SNES collection. So really happy with this one. Actually really nice card with no yellow in it, and a really nice label on it. So absolutely delighted to turn that little pile of trade credit from the last video into this classic SNES title. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out. I am aiming to get it out for my usual Sunday morning at 9 o'clock slot, but I have recently let the video editing software that I was using, let the subscription expire basically. But yeah, I've decided to switch up video editing software again. So I was using Movavi. I was kind of paying, I think it was 65 quid a year for a subscription to that, but we've let that expire. I was planning on doing a bit of an upgrade, but ended up going with DaVinci Resolve because everyone swears by it and it's absolutely free. So at the time of recording this, I am still kind of getting used to it, still kind of getting the settings right for my PC to kind of get the most out of it performance-wise. So if this doesn't come out on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, I really do apologise, but it's only because I want the quality of it to be really good and I want you to enjoy the video, whether it comes out a couple of days late, or maybe we might have to knock it on the head for a week and put it out next Sunday instead. So yeah, whenever you get to see it, I really hope you enjoy it. Actually, funny enough, if it gets delayed by a week, it'll probably come out while I'm on the way down to the gaming market. So don't forget that the Irish gaming market is on the 30th of March. Tickets are selling really fast for that one, so get over to the irishgamingmarket.com and make sure you secure your ticket. We'll put a link in the description down below for you, and I can't wait to see you all there. So that's it for this one. Thanks for checking it out as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.